you also were in. You turned down Happy Feet. You had an opportunity.
Oh, okay,
because that was a great cast. The great Robin Williams.
I don't even know how you know that, but yeah, many years ago I auditioned for this film called Happy Feet, and I got the part. And I even had a part where there was singing involved.
Right.
It was a song from. It was My Way, sung in Spanish, and so I did the song in Spanish. It was originally done by the Gypsy Kings did it in Spanish.
Okay.
And so I had to sing the song, and so they liked the voice, they liked the way that I sang, and then they offered me the part. But they said at the time the budget was really like they're talking about points, because they didn't have upfront money.
Right.
And at the time, I was doing really well at the clubs.
Yes.
And my manager at the time said, you know what? This stupid movie about penguins? Are you kidding me? Go on the road, go make that money, or make your freaking $800 plus points. Because that's basically what it was.
That movie did.
So I passed on the movie. The movie freaking blew
almost
up.
400 million.
Oh, it was stupid. It was stupid. It was so stupid. And anyway, she's no longer my manager. And and every time I see a penguin, I cry. Just a little tear. Just a little tear. But I love the fact that Robin Williams got the part that I passed on. And
so you were gonna be the lead.
It was not the lead. It was the Deli Penguin that was like the sidekick.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was Robin's part.
Because you had Robin Williams, you had Nicole Kidman, you had, I think, Emily Blunt was in it, Brittany Murphy.
Now keep in mind that's when they got a budget. Yeah. I came in super early when it was just like.
So you'd have made more because you got the
yes.
points. But you don't know.
You never know. And so the fact that I turned down that movie and it was as successful as it was, it made me say yes to any time an animated film came across my table. I said yes automatically. I didn't even want to know. Don't even tell me what the deal is. Right. Yes, I'm there. I'm there because,
The animations are always going to do well because the kids want to go, and guess what? The parents got to go. So now you got, instead of one person, you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people coming to the movie. So animation always really does really, really well.
So I made a mistake again in animation. I was in a movie called Planes. And in this movie, the lead was Dane Cook, and the second character, who was going to be like the mater in Cars, basically, like think of Cars. So the mater character, the sidekick, I was scared. That was me.
Right.
I was the mater character. I was the sidekick. And they said, all right, look, we need you to come and do a table read. All the characters are going to be there. They're going to do a table read for the executives. Well, I had a bunch of work on the road on the weekends. I'm a comic on the weekends, so it's like, I got to go do my thing. That's your business time. That's what pays the bills. And so they said, well, we'll have somebody fill in for you. Don't worry. Go do your thing, and then we'll see you when you get back. So the person they had fill in for me is another comic who's also a voice actor named Carlos Elizraqui. And this dude is he's a juggernaut with voices. Like I'm good, but this dude's amazing. Wow. He came in and did such an awesome table read. I got fired.
Oh my God. Without even reading.
I got fired because he killed it so hard. They're like, oh, this dude's, we don't even want to see the other guy. This guy killed it. So because I went on the road again, I lost the part. So then they called me and they said, all right, look, we got these other parts that are like a C-level characters. And they're like, we need somebody to fill in. Do you want to do it? I'm like, yeah. So then I show up and they're like, just be yourself. You don't even got to do a voice. Just be yourself. I'm like, fine. So, it happened. But since then, I've said yes. And every time I always show up.
Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. Prize Picks is now giving away $50 in lineups when you sign up and play your first $5. Prize Picks makes every dunk, every dive, every board even more exciting. So don't miss a chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. March is officially here, which means the best time of year for all you basketball fans. The madness is upon us, and the league is in the final stretch before the playoffs. Find your community on Prize Picks with new social feeds features. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like or use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tailor fade our picks just with one click. Get in on the action at Prize Picks. It's now available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
So now, if there's an animation available and the read just happen to be on the weekends, what happens?
I cancel what I'm doing and I show up. I ain't messing around, dude. Voiceover is like, it's that crapshoot. Like one of these is gonna hit.
Right.
So that's why
one.
I have. You just need one good one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And actually, voiceover next to comedy is one of my favorite things to do. So it's like, yes, I can do a sitcom, I can do movies, but it's a lot of work and it's not fun.
Right.
Comedy is fun. Stand-up is fun.
Right.
And doing voiceover work, you just show up. You don't got to memorize lines.
You just
You're
in a booth and you just reading.
They feed you before you go in the booth.
Yeah.
Do you need anything else? Do you want anything else? And I'm like, okay, it's cool. And then, you leave and everyone's happy and, and then you show up and do press.
Is turning down happy feet and going on the road and doing your gig because, as you mentioned, that's what pays the bills. That's how Gabe stays gainfully employed, has a nice home, has a nice life. Is that probably your biggest regret?
As far as work goes, yeah, definitely, because I know that would have definitely changed my life early on.
Right. But now all of a sudden you got millions in your pocket, Gabe. It changes the way you think. It changes the way you do things.
It does change the way you think, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you acknowledge that there was an opportunity there. You should have taken it. You should have done everything you could with that opportunity, and you didn't. Mm-hmm. And because you didn't, and you saw what it turned into.
Right.
It's a reminder. Don't take these little parts, these little things for granted. These little seeds can turn into a giant tree. Mm-hmm. So don't ever think that you're too good or that something can't be.
Even a redwood and a sequoia started out as a seed.
They started off as a seed. So yeah, but it's a reminder, and I know all of this can go away with one bad tweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you don't tweet anymore, do you?
Man, I'm very selective with my tweets.
Yeah.
They say you can say whatever you want. No, you can't. You can't.
It's freedom of speech, but you're not freedom of consequence.
There you go. And in our game, it's one of those things where, because of the size of the platform, everything you say is dissected.
Magnified,
everything you say you can take it one way or another. And so you do have to be careful because you got to protect it. You built this thing up. You worked really hard to get it to where it's at.
Right.
And you don't want to lose it over something that's like, really?
Yeah.
That's what took you down. I was like, ugh.
What's the number one thing that you learned in this business? Like you said, you've been doing comedy almost 30 years, and you've done voiceover acting, and you've done a lot of other things, and you've been on TV shows. What's the number one thing that you think you learned in this business?
You are replaceable. You are very replaceable. No matter how good you think you are, no matter what you think you bring to the table, there's someone else waiting in the wings to take your spot. So, do you want to work? Do you want to be? Because for me, like I don't take vacations. I don't take vacations.
What? You don't take vacations?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
I've never ever taken time.
People call me crazy, Gabe, because I don't.
No, I'm from that cloth where, you know what, I worked really hard to get this spot. I'm not trying to lose it.
Right.
I work my ass off, and so when people see me in Hawaii or they see me in one of these other countries, just know now I'm doing a show. There's a show happening right there, and I just added a couple of extra days.
I came a couple of days early.
Yeah, I came in a couple days early, or I stayed a couple days after the fact to enjoy it. So that's the only way I will enjoy where I'm at is as long as there's a show attached to it.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.